Hey everyone, I am Sans and I'm just making this video to share with you guys a little bit of knowledge I have about self-hosting and how we can deploy backend services without relying on third-party providers, and how we can utilize a virtual private server if we have one, and a bit about the challenges I have faced during all of these. So let's get into the video. So let me share my screen first. So before getting into the video, I just wanted to share that I have a Wi-Fi provider which it has both IPv4 and IPv6, but I don't know why I am unable to get IPv6 on my mobile. So first let me show that I am connected both on my mobile and my laptop on the same network. I think this is my phone, and as you can see, home, and this Wi-Fi is also home. And if I type pardon, it was about a tweet. Test IPv6.com. So as you can see, this one is not having IPv6, and if I do the same on my laptop, you can see I'm getting an IPv6 address here. Let me hide this. So yesterday I deployed the Express.js server on my VPS, but the issue was when I tried to access that with my mobile phone, it didn't had the IPv6 address, and I wasn't unable to hit the backend, and the Google auth was stopped. So to overcome that, I will share how we did that. So first, let me show how I deploy my backend service onto a virtual private server. So first, you can also like git clone on the server too, but I prefer SCP method, server copy, I think it is. So this is the backend repo. So like you also have to like share or upload these env files on the server too. So first, but don't select the node module, select the source, package json and this stuff, and you can compress uh, Centsage. Okay, so since it's a tiny bit of code, 33 kilobytes, so it won't take much time to upload. Open in terminal. So the prompt or the command is scp and the name of the folder like Centsage zip, and where I want to upload onto my VPS. Dot root dot okay, colon. Then comes the destination, like at which folder. So at home slash projects, enter. It would prompt for the password since I haven't used the SSH keys here. Done. So we don't need that now. We can hide it, and let's get into the server. I hope this is big enough. Yep. SSH sans dot root dot. So this is my VPS. So I already have one service running here. I have deployed one inventory management API. So this is running. We don't need to do anything with that. So cd projects ls. So as you can see, the Centsage zip file has here. So let me unzip it. First let me make a directory Centsage, and then move the Centsage zip on Centsage zip into the Centsage folder, cd into Centsage ls, and unzip Centsage. Alright, and we can remove the Centsage.zip. Centsage.zip. Alright, so first thing we need to do is npm install. So I already have installed Node in this, so I can directly write npmi. It would take a couple of minutes to install all the dependencies. Done. Next, what I have to do is I have to use PM2. So there is already PM2 in this. As you can see, I have already installed PM2. So what you need to do is first, since this is a TypeScript project, I need to first run npm run build so that it can produce that dist folder, like the compiled code of the TypeScript into the JavaScript. It would take a couple of seconds. Let's just wait. Done. ls, you can see dist folder is here. So let's use PM2 start npm --me Centsage in colon and backtext. I'm giving the command start because npm start npm run start is already defined in the package.json. So if I do this, server is up and running. You can do PM2 startup because if the server reboots, your process might get killed. So if you do this step, it is registered in the systemd. So even if the server gets reboot, your systemd will automatically spin up this process again. So then do PM2 save. So this will like save all the processes, and that is it, I think. So let me check if my backend is working. I think it won't because we have running it on the local host, not on the domain name that I have assigned to it. So let me just show you guys. Centsage.versal.app. Okay, I have forgotten one key here. Front end is deployed on the Versal, so it would automatically come here. But if I go to, how is this running? I have removed it, no? Let me try. Okay. Have so many Google accounts. Wait, I have logged in it in another one. Let me just go from there. Have I? Yep, I have here. Control V and Control F. I think I have, man, just give me a second, I would come. Alright, I'm back. So I just had to unmount the phone. Okay, the backend is up and running. So the mistake is mine. I haven't, I think, changed the Caddy config. So let me just show what I am telling about. So I have watched Hitesh sir's Psycode video on Caddy, I think. Just skipped a bit. I just saw the syntax, how it was easier to like manage all the HTTPS thing without like doing all the manual stuff with the NGINX. So let me just first tell what the issues I was facing. Okay, this is done. So there are two types of proxy services that Cloudflare provide, like this DNS only and the proxy proxied version only. So what is the difference between both of them? So what happens in DNS only is you add a subdomain name to your main domain and you say that just directly hit the server without going through the Cloudflare. So what happens is, see, I have my mobile which have IPv4 address and my server is IPv6 only. So both of them can't talk. And what happens if I kept in the DNS only mode, this mode? So as you can see, it goes over through the Cloudflare directly. This is just sitting in between but not doing anything. So as you can see, the IP address of both of these are same and I would get an error. So what if I turn on this one? So if I turn on this one, what I am currently doing is I have IPv4 on my mobile, but my server is IPv6. So if I turn on, the request goes through the Cloudflare. So Cloudflare has both of them. So it sits between as a translator. So this goes to here, and since this one is IPv6, what it does is, without sending like with both of them, even one gets stopped, this one fulfills the need, like this one communicates and gets like sends the request, and what it does again, server gives it to Cloudflare with this, and Cloudflare sends back the response to the mobile with IPv4 and IPv4. So I am currently using this one because my domain name is sitting inside the Cloudflare. So it is sitting in between and translating, what you can say is like it is working as a DNS resolver basically. So this is the one thing I wanted to tell, and another thing I faced was this. You can see, try deleting cookies, too many redirects. So the issue was, so when I deployed the backend service on Railway, it automatically gets the SSL certs and it provides HTTPS, like um, what you can say, on the on the go, or like basically it provides HTTPS from like one sec. My God, pardon, I'm stumbling a bit. So as you can see, it is like permanently moved, and this all stuff happened because this thing. So what I was doing, so whenever the request was coming from the domain name to the server, like here, pardon, from the mobile to Cloudflare, it is HTTPS because my domain name has HTTPS, but from here to here, server didn't had HTTPS. This is HTTP only. The backend is HTTP only because I haven't installed the certbot or anything like that which provides HTTPS here. Here it was HTTPS. So what was going on is, this is converting into HTTP for for the server, and like up to the point it is HTTPS, and then it is giving out HTTP request here in flexible mode. So I was using this one. HTTP, always use HTTPS. So this caused a bit of disturbance because, let me show in my VPS. So I was using NGINX. So let me open /etc/nginx sites available /Centsage API. Okay, so here what you can see is, like, after writing all the configuration, you manually had to install certbot, and you had to run one command, and after running that, the certbot will automatically update all of this stuff into HTTPS only. So here you can see, if host sends a HTTP request here, redirect it to this HTTPS and the host request URI. That means it would listen here for 80 port 80 HTTP, and then it would return to the same here, like in the above. Here it comes HTTPS it is, but this was like collision, HTTPS to HTTP, and then again from HTTP to HTTPS, and this was too many redirects. So, and this was a bit hectic. See how much of code you need to, like, search from here and there and write all this stuff, and you also have to, like, manually manage all the certbot things. So let me exit. So let me also remove this. I don't need, since I have removed NGINX. Okay, so as I have previously told, I have watched Hitesh sir's video a bit, so I have went with the Caddy server here. So Caddy, what it does is automatically manages all the HTTP and HTTPS conversions and all the reverse proxy things, as you might have seen there. So we had to manually write all the, like, 127.0.0.1/5000 or which port it was running on, but like all the things that allow the headers and stuff. So not here. This much is code is needed, and just we need to write reverse proxy and the domain name which we have pointed, like from the Cloudflare or any other DNS panel that you are using. So I haven't wrote here. Let me just, like, first let me just break it and show to you. Sudo systemctl restart caddy. If I did this, the backend should have broken because I didn't restart it before showing to you guys. Backend is broken, my bad. I didn't restarted the server before showing it to you guys. So if I go here and notice this thing, so this was causing all the HTTP to HTTPS and HTTPS to HTTP conversion and too many redirects. So I did a bit of research and it suggested me to do this thing, HTTPS to HTTPS, like from here to here, and then HTTPS to again HTTPS. So all of them is in HTTPS only. So no more redirects, nothing. And for the certificate provider certification, like SSL certificate and all the TLS stuff, Caddy is inbuiltly managing everything. So let me hide. Um, so let me write what we need to write here. So Centsage API dot slash cs dot in space open parenthesis 4 spaces reverse underscore proxy https colon slash slash 127.0.0.1 colon and uh, server is running on port 5001 and close. Save this file, escape, save this file, and if I restart Caddy again, okay, it might take a bit. Okay, Centsage API dot dot in reverse proxy 5000. Okay, everything is good. PM2 list. Okay, everything is good here also. Let me close this browser and try again. Anything mistake that I have done here? Let me check PM2 logs. Everything is good. Okay, HTTP it is because our server is in HTTP. My bad. Localhost is always on HTTP, right? Restart, and this should work now. There you go, voila, it's working. So these are the small mistakes which we have to keep in the mind while doing all the backend stuff. So, and I hope I have covered everything that I wanted to share. All right, so currently it's HTTPS end to end without any HTTP thing in between. We can send HTTP requests also, that would automatically gets converted into HTTPS, and then further only one time conversion it takes, and then afterwards everything is HTTPS only, so no more conversions here and there, and no more errors. And I have explained this also. So yeah, this was it. This was all about the backend knowledge I have, and I just wanted to share everything that I know to you guys. Hope this video is helpful to you, and I will make another video if anything comes up like this. So until then, bye bye.